Come on. All right. It is Wednesday, everybody. Welcome,
Our
welcome,
favorite
welcome.
time of the year, next to Thursday
Yes, our favorite time of the day,
of the week.
and
A lot of rumblings around. Hopefully, everyone having a good day. It's been a very off day for both me and Amy and I, but hopefully, within the next hour and a half or so, we can turn that around and make it a whole lot better. So, it was one of
and
those work days, everybody. It's one of those darn
yeah,
frustrating work days.
and also don't forget it's also Bullfighter Waifu Wednesday to all the bullfighters out there, especially the hot females. We appreciate you.
Woo! Yes. But anyway, when we get down to some of the more weird, not it's not even just the weird stuff. Was a hectic. It was very much hectic last week and the week before that. So there's some news that we still need to slowly catch up on. But there's some stuff in here that I felt like last minute, and I'm like, are you joking right now? Because strangely enough, I just bought one of the other issues for this wonderful manhwa that got all the rage by A1 picture standards. Apparently, Netflix or somebody over there at South Korea decided this will be the next big thing next to Squid Games for South Korea. There's a solo leveling live action series starring B Woo Si. I can't pronounce his name. I'm so sorry. As the lead character. So this gentleman will be our Sung Jin Woon for a live action solo leveling. Now, I'm a little concerned at the moment. To be fair, there are some good manhwas out there that do have a live action adaptation. For example, All of Us Are Dead. No, not All of Us. They Came to Our School has an excellent zombie show that's on Netflix that sadly, due to the lockdowns, I think we're still waiting for hey, is this thing still being made right now? Which I absolutely love, but man, is that show a very much slow burn zombie phenomenon, which I absolutely love. They come to our school, All of Us Are Already Dead. I believe that's a title on Netflix. That is a great zombie show. If you guys have yet to watch it, go see it. I know there's another South Korean zombie show that was oh my god, what was it called? I can't think of it, but it had one of the actresses from Rebel Moon, who she was in this before Rebel Moon. Wonderful choice, wonderful great actress that I do think is really good. That also had another spin-off show with one of the characters that's kind of in between the seasons or before the main season starts. So I think there's potential. And I know Netflix has at least been getting the streaming rights to some of these live action manhwas. To be fair, some of them I think had potential. Others I'm just not for me, but I can see why it's popular. But Solo Leveling is live action. I'm not so sure how I feel about this because it can go in two ways. It can go the route of One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, and so many others that if you get the creator on it, along with a few other people on it that are very passionate about it, it could turn out really well. Or it could go down the route of Cowboy Bebop and so many others attempts that we go, brother, ooh, what's that? What's that from?
Yeah.
Oh, and to be fair, Skydance Entertainment, to this day, has yet to even confirm to give an update on the live-action Sword Art Online adaptation that they're co-producing with Netflix. So, to this day, there's no word.
Oh. So they're making a live action Sword Art Online.
This was years ago. Years ago, they announced it at the peak of Sword Art Online popularity, and with Netflix having it wasn't just Netflix having SAO. It's just that SAO at its time, at its peak, they announced something like, okay, something's coming this way. No big deal. But nothing's been made since then. I know screenplays take a long time, casting, production, the whole pre-production phase, but when you kind of go this long without stuff, so I start to wonder where that adaptation's at versus Solo Leveling.
Um, yeah, this is something that came out of left field because this is one I did not expect. I mean, yeah, Solo Leveling is a really good anime, and I'm enjoying it. But this
And
is.
we both have read the manhwa. Like I'm still reading it, so like, and I think it still
But do
fits.
you think? Well, yes, it does, and I like the person that they picked, the main guy.
He looks like him, so pretty good choice actually.
Yeah. Um, Joker, do you think this is a bit too soon or a bit too early?
I think it's both in between. It's both too soon and a bit too early. Like the manhwa's been finished for years now. The anime is still going. We'll definitely get the season 3 right around the corner when they do announce it. I think when they announce it, when they're ready for it. But at the same time, it also feels like, but we're just getting off the heels on the anime. Now, to be fair, this could have been in the works years ago. Like, silent in pre-production. They're slowly, finding the funding, getting some people together, and they announce it when the anime is at its peak right now with A1 Pictures at the reign. So it feels oddly timed right now. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's oddly timed. Had the anime finished a while ago or whatever, I think we would be looking at 2 now, but I also think about, Squid Game did just end for Netflix. Squid Game just ended the final season, and we're also getting the David Fincher American version of Squid Game, so who knows how long he'll have with that season until that comes out. I just really think this is just both too soon and too early. Probably had they waited a bit longer to make this announcement, maybe it would be better received, but it's weird to me to say this that I'm kind of interested what they're going to do with it, but at the same time, it's just me going, okay, but that's my reaction. It's like, okay, but I don't know how I feel really.
Yeah. Also, real quick, hello Alchemy, hello Lilith, good to see you. Also, hello JR, and of course
Always a pleasure. So,
on Rumble, actually on Rumble. Oh my goodness.
on Rumble. So, welcome back to
Yeah,
Rumble. So that's
YouTube's having issues, and I didn't get your notification. Oh,
okay.
boo.
But,
Okay.
but we're not going to spend too long on Soul Leveling because what I want to talk
Oh
about is
yes.
this was a couple weeks ago, and
Oh,
due to us talking about Street Fighter and everything, I didn't quite get this into the news. After 20 long years of WB holding the license to make a live-action adaptation of the famous manga Akira, they have now pulled it, basically meaning that WB has not produced the movie in
anything.
the time span. So it goes back to Kodansha, the main publishing company of the manga, and it's back in Japan. Now, does that mean Japan will make their own movie? This just means that they had 20 years to get the movie out the door. There was a couple different directors pitched over the years. One of them I know was at least Nolan was, yes, as in that Christopher Nolan of The Dark Knight, Tenet, Oppenheimer. He was one of the candidates, at least, that they were looking at to direct this movie. Then it became Taika Waititi, which is an interesting choice because he has stated that the anime Akira got him into making films. So that feels like a cool story, and like it's coming full circle. He may not be everyone's favorite, but I'm like, hey, if this is that movie that got you into making films, It could have been interesting. But then production gets halted and nothing's made. So, kind of glad we don't have a live action Akira, despite the mangaka saying that he's okay with changes under some conditions. Your thoughts?
Well, it's both hilarious and sad at the same time, that and it goes to show another fumbling by Warner Brothers. This is which we could chalk this up to their ever growing track record of failure. And I would have liked to see an Akira live action, because if they could do Tron, I'm positive they can do Akira, because like with Blade, Joker, like with Blade, he's not a difficult character to do. He's not difficult. And the setting is perfect in that world. It is not difficult. And plus, I would love to see the live action of the bike and everything. I would love to see
Well,
that.
30 years of the Akira slide, or the Kindly slide, it's been referenced in so many different animations from both East and West. Did you know if you watch the film Nope by Jordan Peele, at the very end of the movie, the sister riding the motorcycle does the famous slide? Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did. And then
Amer-
Shadow did it too in Sonic 3.
Yep. 30
That was
long years of that famous slide. 30 very, very long years. I know people say, but do they just watch the film and do? I think a lot of people generally do love the film, but I think out of all the shots that are iconic, it is like, the slide, the cannon, the march, the blowing up of the Tokyo Olympic Stadium that they were building, you know. And to be fair, the Akira manga was made before the movie, still being made during production, and then made after the movie. So the anime is definitely a combination of everything. So would the movie, the live action movie, adapted the full manga? Now that's an interesting question, because it's like, would they adapted the full manga? That's a really good question.
Mm-hmm. That
But
is
I think, sorry, that is a good question.
it's a very great question, but we will never know how far along they are in this, because was this just at the drawing table, like at the writing table, basically? Are we writing this story out and then moving to
Storyboarding it.
and then moving onwards to everything else, like locations, the permits and everything? Folks, we really don't know where
I
this
think we
was.
know about a couple things, because besides director's choice, it was that the state of California was being selected. So okay, Americanized a little bit, so no big deal. Or would this been shot in both America and Tokyo, Japan? Who knew really? So
Yep.
they were getting ready, but it's just that not everything fell into place. And one of the things I do know is that, don't forget, there is another anime adaptation from Akira announced a long time ago at Anime Expo, before like the lockdowns and everything, or after the lockdowns. So it's like, oh yeah, that's right, Studio Sunrise. Correct me if I'm wrong. I still believe it's Studio Sunrise that is at least doing something with Akira. I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong, but I knew, and there was like an anime production work, so maybe they will do the full adaptation of the manga. But until there's another big massive update, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I knew there was a lot of information coming out from Anime Expo. But speaking of which, there is now another movie from one of my mother's favorite shows.
Yeah.
Now, this doesn't have to be everybody's, but we'll make this one quick, because I don't know if anime's
Hey,
going to like this or not.
hey,
So here's for all of us.
Hey, Valkyria Winter, welcome, New Face to the chat. New
New
Face.
face, thank you. Always welcome to have new face. So, for us Downton Abbey fans, there's one more movie, one
Oh,
last ride with the family.
you know what? I'm okay with this, because you know what? We lost the talented, the iconic, the
Maggie,
incomparable
yes,
Maggie Smith.
she was a part of this for many years.
And I love her character.
She was a wonderful kid. Every scene she was in it, she stole the entire scene and her bickering with the
I
other
will never get tired
moved.
of her. If there's one thing I could watch on replay, it's the bickering, and I will never stop laughing my ass off.
And to be fair, Downton has always had good production values over the years, so making a movie has always made sense. Me and my mom, we have seen
I
both movies in
wonder.
theaters.
I wonder if that's how McGonagall really felt about Umbridge, and we're seeing what would happen if we put the two of them in the room unfiltered.
I
Because you
wonder if
know
he
what,
has seen
I
this
would
and be like,
believe this. I could
I think I
believe
would
this.
believe it. So, for us Downton Abbey fans, one last ride with this wonderful family. If those who have not seen Downton Abbey, I highly recommend it if you like excellent drama and very good high production values, good quality.
And written characters.
Well, it's still good written. Like I need to watch a few more seasons again just to refresh my memory. But I think this is a good send off and do one last movie. And after this, don't make any more because Maggie Smith has passed away. Her character did die off in the second film peacefully, so that character's conclusion is done. So and it's
I would
everything.
like to see
A tribute.
I would love to see a tribute and a bit of a cameo for Miss Maggie Smith in this film, just to really complete it, like to really give it that grand send off that is deeply appreciated.
Mm-hmm. I do remember watching, getting close to watching season 3, but I'm down on my computer doing something. All of a sudden, my mom comes running downstairs. I'm like, well, what's going on? All of a sudden, I get a big spoiler for season 3. She she crosses her arms like this. She's like, Joker, why didn't you tell me you know who got axed off? And I'm sitting at my computer and I'm like, you didn't want to be told.
You told me for weeks you didn't want to be told. You told me to leave.
She didn't want to know anything. She said that no spoilers.
And here you are. And here
spoiling it for me in this moment. I'm like, wow, great. But I had a feeling that character was going to get axed off after, they come home like from season 2 after the war and everything. It's like, okay, I kept saying, someone's going to die later, aren't they? Someone's going to die later. One guy did. I'm like, okay, I knew he was going to die. But it was the other person. I'm like, really? In my head, I'm like, really, Mom? Really? But you know what's not a surprise to anybody? And I mean, I don't know if you have watched K-pop Demon Hunters yet, but K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack becomes the first K-pop album history to reach #1 on the US Apple Music.
You know what? I'm all for new stuff. It's a good it's a nice change. That's like you I know this is a terrible comparison, but stay with me here, folks. This is like the Astrobot winning the Game Awards last year. It's kind of like this. No one expected this to hit #1. No one expected it, just like people didn't expect Astrobot to win the Game of the Year award. So, but hear me out. I'm proud to see other things take #1 instead of the garbage that you, me, and many others have seen. At least it's not like a Katy Perry or a Taylor Swift or anything. It's nice to see something different from outside of the country, outside of our country, to hit the billboards. And you know what? I am all for that. I respect it. If it's good, it deserves praise.
And funny enough, they're the other band as well that's in this as well, not just them. It's both of the groups, like we're singing like Golden and like Soda Pop. They both reach some top billboards. But think about that, folks. Netflix right now has a hot anime, or should we say South Korean animation, on their site right now. And it's been #1 going back and forth, switching places between other movies. It's now back in #1. So if you guys have yet to see this movie, Have you seen this movie yet? Have you seen it? Please tell me you've seen it by now.
I haven't yet. I've been busy with everything else, but I heard good things. If it makes you if it
In
makes you
my
feel
mini
better,
review, I said this. It's refreshing to see stuff like this. The art style, the animation, how they
I
not
like
just
how
how
they
they're
look.
moving,
I
but
like
it's
how they
also
look.
their facial expression. They're really going for these types of details where you think, oh, they're going for the cheap stuff. No, they're really funny. They pretty much the entire production team is coming out showing behind the scene footage or different concept art. I'm like, this is how you know it's good when people are asking for stuff like this, but they're willing to show off the years of hard work and dedication. It's awesome. Also, it's the K-pop genre. Guess what? They got all their fans immediately on day one, and when they heard the music, they said, "Go listen to this. You'll love this." That's how you know you got the right crowd, and it's a nicely tight moving in, going from point A to point B smoothly. But it's also a nice film to get that we need to accept both the good, the bad, and the flaws with us, all in an animation movie. That's wonderful. That's a great message for people. And it's
Exactly.
also not just about killing demons. It's a personal message too. So I'm like, this is how it's done. Also, one more thing. This movie got the recognition of the Academy Awards on Twitter. So, ooh,
Ooh. So let me get this straight.
potential nomination early on.
Or a winner, because remember the boy in Huron won at the was it the Academy
The
Awards?
Oscars. Boy, Heron
The
won the
Oscars.
Oscars.
Yeah,
Del
that never
Toro won
happened.
his
The
for
first
Pinocchio.
anime to do it. First anime to do it. Oh, second. Sorry, it was the first one
First
was.
anime was Spirited Away. 20
Thank you.
years later,
We get this.
Miyazaki came back and said, "I'm gonna make another movie." Funny how that works out.
Yeah,
He's out of retirement after.
he gets so pissed off. It's like he's looking at that first Oscar. It's like I need to update that. Actually, I'm coming out of
Ariyogi
retirement,
just
came
found something
back
that's
and
good.
boom, smashed it.
Second
He put
anime to
everybody
do it.
to shame that year.
Mirai the Future was actually the first non-Ghibli movie to be nominated after, the Disney Pixar era ended with Ghibli. So think about that. You had multiple years with Ghibli being nominated. The first non-Disney was the Mirai the Future. Wonderful film, by the way, especially when kind of had a little nephew being born around the same time. So a little more connections for me with that one. And now you're getting Sony Pictures again, but you're also getting the literally like an entire nation of of Korea just going, yeah. People are learning about our culture and our stars as well. So great. Also, they hire the actual professional singers. That's how you know it's good. When you hire some great people for this project, it's like, yeah.
And
Oh, and the
and
music
also
slaps.
and also people who are passionate about it. Hey,
Yep.
Bullet Silence, what's
Hey,
up,
but
buddy?
no, that's fine, boy. Thank you for stopping by anyway. We always appreciate people even just chatting in the comments or not, or even getting just a quick glimpse. Thank you all so much for stopping by. It's
But
been wonderful.
it goes to show how much I could tell how much love has been put into this. I could see it, and when something different hits the number one spot in Apple and Apple iTunes and everything, you know it's good. And I'm happy for that. I'm glad we got something different with this, and I'm happy to see that the cultural change for a little bit. It's nice. Get us away from the stupidity of Hollywood and also the music industry in general. It's nice. But I will try if I have time to sit down and watch this series though. I mean this movie. Um it looks good, and from your praises, I could tell it must be one film that has to be
I
seen.
watched before work. I had enough time. I'm like, man, that was awesome.
Alrighty,
But
let's see.
speaking about, but speaking about stuff that's coming more into works right now, because You and I both love the Mario movie. I saw the movie like 4 times in theaters. You and I both love Sonic. Saw that multiple times in theaters. But I guess Nintendo, when this warms up a bit, I guess they're going a bit further. We know there's that live action Zelda movie in the works. We know Mario 2 is 100% going to come in the near future, but they want to do others?
Ooh.
Others?
So let's see. We got the successful Super Mario Bros. Movie, which pissed off everybody in the movie industry
Pretty much.
that that because they're like, oh my god, why is Princess Peach like this? But when you go see the movie, it's like, oh my god, I love it. The fan service, everything, it was great. And I watched it again and I still love it because it shows that Mario, even though I went in. I went in the first time with low expectations. I'm like, they're probably just gonna show how he got there and everything, because it's always been a wonder. And also trying to get used to like the world around him, which happens to the mainline characters, which does happen. They can't, because we can't expect Mario to be stupidly overpowered, knows what to do type of thing. We don't know. We don't have that.
I think
Thank God.
my thing when I saw Illumination was working on, I kept thinking the same thing with you, but also along with, oh, it's the people who did Despicable Me, or and a few others, which they're really not my type of films. Granted, at the same time, younger I did like 1 and 2, but kind of fell off after a while. I kept thinking, no, 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 they're just gonna kiddify this. They'll get the $1 million. To my surprise, when the film was finally out after all the trailers, I was like, you know what? Good job, Illumination. You did your homework. You clearly have people who love the franchise. Still suck with the soundtracks, but this was a really good movie. Not perfect, but it was good enough to not only get by, but say, hey, this was fun. This was a whole lot of fun. It captured the games correctly. Mario has never been about story, people. It's always been about the adventure. And it's like, what? They captured it for the most part.
And to be able to go into that world and and everything was a lot of fun. Got to see Mushroom Kingdom. Got to see. I love that whole layout where in Peach's castle, where she has the table and everything. It shows like Bowser's castle moving, like the Sky
Oh,
Fortress
that was
moving.
a cool detail. And
That was a beautiful detail. I wish we had more of that in the games. I would like to see that implemented in one of the
even
games in
when
the
Mario
future.
rides in the Mushroom Kingdom, like to the actual kingdom itself, and you see
Yeah.
all the different pipes, the bricks, I'm like, okay, these are video game levels. Really cool. It was nice to be in Donkey Country, them doing referencing Mario Kart. Yes, Rainbow Bridge sequence, that was always a good
Oh,
sequence. I'm like, if that was in the trailer, I would have been like, oh my, this is a really good surprise. I know what they're doing. So it was
yes.
nice to see them battle, do the different Mario Karts along with their zero gravity stuff. And yes, yes, every Mario player knows the dreaded "You can't escape from me." Blow shell. I'm like, oh, that was a good moment. As a Mario hater who hates that blue shell coming after you, well done. Well done. All right, that was a good joke. Peach, I can understand what they did with Peach, but I'm fine with Peach. So, but Nintendo exploring more, that gives them the feel to do so many different things. I completely, what, Daniel, I completely agree with you on that. I am
Yes.
still nervous as hell. They have a good director attached to it, the guy who did all the Maze Runner movies and King of the Planet of the Apes, and he's a visual consultant. Like, he's a VFX guy. He does the visuals. So I completely agree with you. So they have a good director, and he has stated in the past in an interview that when I'm doing the Zelda movie, it's gonna be like a Ghibli film. I'm like, oh, this man did
Ooh.
his homework. This man truly did his homework. But if I
I and
wanted something from a movie, it would have been animated. I would have gave it to Kyoto Animation for the safest bet possible. We would have struck gold. or give the Ghibli and we wait 5 long years.
Yeah. But also, I also agree, Daniel. I feel like The Legend of Zelda would work at more in the route of the Super Mario movie, because with that you could do a lot more without compromising on everything else. Because with the Mario movie, we got to see the setup, we got to see the pipes, the blocks and everything, the bomb mobs, and everybody it's so fluid in everything. It works. So I would be more than happy to say I'd rather go see it if it's animated and not live action, because I feel like with the live action,
There's going to be a
you
lot of compromising.
and you're
Probably
gonna
have to
lose,
do
and you're gonna
story for
lose out
story.
so much. You're gonna lose out on the charm of it and
There,
everything.
visually, it could look pleasing. Whoever's the cinematographer, I think my safest bet would get Roger Deakins himself, or Guillermo del Toro cinematographer. The Met. Want to see a Metroid movie is. Well, the thing is, when Nintendo saw success with their Mario movie, they're like, all right, what else do we want to do? And right now, Hollywood is trying to snatch up as much as possible with different licenses. So that's why when Monster Hunter World was successful enough.
Mhm.
I
Yes,
said the
yes,
same thing.
yeah.
I said
Joker
the
said
same
the same
thing.
thing.
I
Joker
said the
said the
same.
same thing.
I love you, Alchemy.
Alchemy.
I love you, brother. I said the same thing. I said the same.
We have Anna Taylor. We have
Wait,
Anya Taylor J.
Joy.
Joy. Sorry.
I said the same
Beautiful.
thing. I said the
Perfect. Perfect. Beautiful.
same.
Out there. Makes it work. She wants to do it.
I
Easy,
know they
easy
have the whole
billion,
age thing, but
easy billion right there. Easy billion. She knows what she's doing. She did the
I'm a
homework.
Zelda fan too. Love Twilight Princess. You never forget your first Zelda game. But it just that movie is really going to depend. We have to wait and see for that one. Metroid movie that could work actually. You have
It could
everything
work
from
because
sequel.
it could work because oh that's a
You
great
literally
question.
get
I could
you could really get the mother to be voiced by Sigourney Weaver herself or someone. You could literally get Sigourney Weaver the movie, like a cameo. Ridley is named after her character Ripley.
mm-hmm.
That would
And
be the greatest tribute for the Metroid franchise.
exactly. Um I
Would
would
I think Metroid
say
works
I
better as animation? I think I would do Metroid animation for me. Live
yeah.
action, I think it could work. I've seen the suits of both Zero Suit Samus and actual Samus in around public, even online. They have made it work. I think another one that could work either way, Fire Emblem, depending on which Fire Emblem game they do adapt. You can get your anime Game of Thrones again, because people want their fill in Lord of the Rings. And that's the thing about Nintendo right now. They have so many good properties that like, oh, they could do so much. You know, again, spin off with Donkey Kong. Everybody wants that as well. Fire Emblem's another thing. Zelda's a big thing. Metroid's a huge one. I'm trying to think what else they have over there. Oh God. But I think we're gonna have to wait and see with this whole big thing because I think Nintendo is thinking about the future as well. But if they can still make money, go for it. This helps promote the IP for gamers and casual audience to get into the franchise. We've seen it happen with so many different games that are successfully adapted into shows or films. People go and buy the game. When look at Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Despite how crappy the launch was, after several patches update and an anime, people went back to Cyberpunk. That's how
It
you
gave it a second. It gave
do
it a second
gave it
chance.
a second chance. So thank you. Henry Cavill was modded into Witcher 3 Wild Hunt after the first season of The Witcher. So there you go. and we could talk about so much more, but we have a lot more to to discuss about later on.
Exactly. But
Now, anime, what is this about this CDCC rumbling? What's going on with San Diego Comic Con?
well, Joker, you and I have been following this whole um this whole thing with Coyote versus Acme, and I came across it on the a week before the 4th, and so I'm proud to announce that Coyote versus Acme, it will have a panel at San Diego Comic-Con this year. This year. This year. So I am this is a major step in the right direction. And I am very happy because this is what happens when you save something, ladies and gentlemen. And we pushed for this. We pushed so unbelievable. All of us did. All of us pushed,
Cast and
screamed.
crew, people who work within the industry. We have one of the people who worked at WB. When she was interviewed, they asked her a question about this. Even she said, release the film. I'm like, ooh, we got somebody else. And
And
we know, despite how Looney Tunes: The Day the Earth Blew Up did financially, people still went out and saw the film, supported, and WB said, fine, you can have the movie anymore. We don't care. It's WB's loss. And again, now people might still ask, but what if the movie's still bad? Hey, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This movie was completed. That's the issue a lot of people had. It was completed. It's ready to go. Still with a lot of editing and fixes left to go, but it was done. WB being, them not losing a lot of money, they decided to write films off as tax credit. There's no background movie. Would that been good or bad? I don't know. According to James Gunn, he said if it was released, it would have been bad. I'm like, but still, we only have a couple images, and the brave souls who were getting skeleton photos or videos from filming. Despite me not liking Peter Dinklage as much as I used to, you're still correct. Toxic Avengers is still coming out. Is it going to be good or bad? I don't know. I'll still see it. I will still support it. I'll still see it.
Even if the movie didn't live up to our expectations,
it's out there.
The fact of the matter is it's already out, and and to anybody like us, that's a win. I'd rather have the movie be out and be seen by the public. If it doesn't do good, that's okay. At least we got a chance to see it and talk about it
and say, you know what, it's out there. It's out.
But for San Diego Comic-Con to have a panel at
SDCC, the biggest convention,
biggest con in the world, and I'm like, I nearly spat my drink out when I read it.
To figure out what's the latest movie update, what's the new video games that we might see here, comics when comics used to be for comics, what's going on here. It's the same thing with New York Comic Con. When you go over there, the big stuff, you want the big stuff. Again, I can shit on Anime Expo all I want to. They had a fire again. Thankfully, nobody was injured or hurt before the doors opened.
Wow.
There was another smoke. I know. There was another fire problem. Thankfully, no one was injured or hurt before the doors open.
Okay, good.
But we will get to stuff from Anime Expo that was announced later. Because there were some good announcements. Even Anime Matsuri, when they announced stuff, it's like, oh shit, this is getting cool. When you're at the big ones, think about across your world, across the country, or your nation. When you're at the biggest one possible, there's going to be some big announcements coming. And this is huge. You expect the typical stuff to be there, but stuff like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I take that. That's a good way, and that's a good way to promote stuff.
If I wasn't so committed to the other con that's going to be here in October, I would go to SDCC.
I always want to go to San Diego
just for this. Just for this. I wanted to be in the front row in that panel room and just be like, just ready. I'm like, I am ready. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care how if I had sleep or not. I don't care. I want to get there. But unfortunately, it was not meant to be. But that's okay. I'm happy with this news, and I cannot wait to read all about it after the convention because we're gonna keep this on the back burner, and then after San Diego Comic-Con, we're gonna dive right into that news and talk about it and give our thoughts on it. Cause
I'm,
and we
I'm
might
excited.
we might show a sneak peek of the film if it is
Or
there
some still images, so we don't
or
get
still
copyrighted.
images. We'll figure it out along the way. But you know what, Coyote versus Acme, I say we're ready. Joker and I have our
After
wallets
losing in
ready.
all those shorts, he's finally gonna get a win.
Yes, he's gonna get the win. I and all those videos that I did for Coyote versus Acme have paid off, and I'm happy. I am happy, and
Terminator
my
Zero,
brick.
oh my god, thank you, Bullet. That was a good one.
Oh
Terminator
yeah,
Zero, that was a good
yep,
one.
yep.
I even got a like by the showrunner, the writer of that when I gave my mini review, because I'm like, that was the best Terminator project in years, and it was so good. I was like, oh my god, they did it.
Happy National
They made a
Video
good one.
Game Day.
Speaking of that, before we move on, Happy National Video Game Day. Again, support the classics like Sly Cooper, please.
Yes,
Please, Sony, do something. I'm begging. Sly 5, bring back the Jack series. I need a proper Jack 4, or just give me Jack X Combat Racing 2. I take
ooh.
anything. I
Um,
take anything these days. Speaking of taking things any these days, you guys have probably seen the headline, Into Chaos. Well, I think it's time we put our money where our mouth is for some of this stuff. We've been always been saying, along with our comic book friends, Phoenix Devon, support indie creators. And we always like to get the shout outs to the little guys or companies that are like, hey, here's a cool project that's coming up around the door, go for it. Even the one that I've recently backed up for that wonderful video game that's going to be coming out in a few years from now. I promoted the hell out of that, and I said, hey, go ahead, back it up. So let's start with you. What have you found so far? Ratchet and Clank, I think they are bringing that back, but it won't be for a long while because Insomniac just has to be busy with their Marvel properties, both with Spider-Man, Venom, and Wolverine. And speaking of which, it's been so many years for Wolverine, people are going to keep saying, but why do they announce stuff so early? Sony with Wolverine, Marvel with Blade, with Microsoft by Arcane Studios. The thing is, nowadays, these announcements are not like they're coming out the next day or in a few years. They're there for the shareholders and to kind of promote the studio as well. Like, hey, Arcane, the guys who did Dishonored, are going to be making a Blade game. Maybe I should get on that. Or we are hiring people for a Blade game.
mhm.
That's how it sadly goes these days.
Yep.
It's long times in development. Well, not in development, that's 2 or 3 years these days. It's 4, 5, 6 massive long years, inflated budgets. What's going on with Ubisoft? They're so poor right now. They're saying uh, they want to be bought up by Tencent, but even then, that is just one giant rabbit hole after the next. There's a massive rumor that GTA 6, after all the time in development, is allegedly $2 billion budget. Do I believe that? No way. It's a
No,
rumor.
no,
There's
no,
no way they're
no,
spending
no.
$2 billion. Maybe $2 billion in general from making the game and marketing, because you know they're going to hell and back with marketing. But do I believe they spent $2 billion? No. There's
No.
no way.
Absolutely not. That
That's
that's
insane.
the one the highest amount my bullshit meter goes past the million because 100 million on the Wonder Woman game.
That's one thing.
That's one
I
thing.
think Cyberpunk was
Me and
176
Joker
million.
can agree on that. Me and Joker can agree 100 million on a game. Okay, we believe it. We believe it. But 2 billion.
Where is that money going?
What universe are we in?
Again, even like Star Citizen, that game with almost getting close to 1 billion is still ridiculous enough because you had all this time to make the game, pay your developers, and yet it's still not out yet. And yet No Man's Sky is beating you to the curb. I'm just saying. Because No Man's Sky
You're
took the biggest
correct.
beating before Cyberpunk, and guess what? No Man's Sky is what Star Citizen kind of should have been. Or I don't think even Star Citizen was ever going to come out. So there's that. Or you could be Yandere Dev, 10 years in development, not a single damn thing is done. Oh, he's got a son who have now. We wanted that years ago before we found out the guy's a creep. So, too little, too late.
Yeah.
And his ego. Don't forget about his ego.
Oh, the egos. Oh my lord.
He could have been with Tiny Build. He could have had their help. He could have been like, you know what? I'll just be like helping direct. Someone can kill this. Could have had it all out the door. Decided to be nope. So there's that. But let's get back to some of the fun ending stuff. You told me about something that you found. It's by Coffin Comics. That people, yes, the people who are behind Lady Death, that you said that no, we should support this.
Because it's called oh damn it, give me a minute here. Where is it? Steam. Okay, there's that. All right, it's called Lady Death Democron. Now this was brought to me by Alchemy. Alchemy brought this to my attention. Alchemy brought it to my attention, and I looked at it and I'm like, holy crap. Because it's based off the Lady Death comics. And this looks amazing.
Ooh, I love that. Ooh.
And
there's a trail for it, put it on their Kickstarter page, so if
yes,
you want to go find it, it's available on Kickstarter too. That looks awesome. Again, I've always heard about some of these comic books, but I never had one until I actually did back up a Lady Death comic book. Actually, I'm one of the backers for one of them.
Even though it's a still image, I could still hear the sound effect.
You can see this is going back to those 80s and 90s eras of arcade classic beat 'em ups. The detail in the foreground, the backgrounds, and everything. And like I said, I'm a backer, so hello, I have a hat.
Yep.
This coffin I'm sworn and right over here.
Oh yeah, you were the one who linked it. I don't know who it was. Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Not the actual comic, but there's stuff that is behind here that I can actually show up. This is from many years ago. That's from that if you forget. Oh yeah. If you want to see some awesome stills, so
yeah.
So I might have to nope, not that one. I don't know how much YouTube's gonna demonetize you, so I need to find the safest one out there. I'll just show the back. So
there you go. That there we go. We can. That's why I cover up. That's why I try to cover up like as much as I could. I mean, the boobs are fine. The boobs are fine. It's just everything else.
That's right. I forgot I had a whole bunch of stuff in here that even you might be jealous about.
So apparently, it's a retro beat 'em up. Oh, nice.
Get that close
so
enough
I am definitely whenever I get paid again, I am definitely gonna back this game because I want to help any way I can to get this out there and to get it and to stream it, but and also get praises.
I forgot it was all in this thing, honestly.
Look at you, Joker. Look at you.
This is why you bet. Oh, not that one.
Uh-oh. Oh.
I forgot what was like all back in here.
Oh,
So this is stuff that I need to really look at again and just be
speaking of
like, yeah,
yes,
well, that's a safe one.
no,
Like use her
that's safe.
with her weapon.
Yeah, you're safe. You're safe. You're good.
So
You're good.
we're safe. So I really should go over this. So when I have, because I love backing creators, and even something that I don't know, I'm like, Lady Death, that's a cool name. I do my research later on. I'm like, oh, she's been around for a while. Cool. And I got a cool hat too with it. So that's the tier that I went with. And I like this hat, coffin and with the sworn on it. So,
So, I
but there's one more back here, and it's kind of hard to find these days. He's like, what do I have? Well, you said Lady Death has a video game. Do you know about anything else that they try to do with Lady Death over the years?
um, truth be told, go ahead, Joker. You have my attention. Oh, nice.
This,
Yo.
ladies and gentlemen,
Yo.
is a Lady Death D&D.
I am there.
It's hard to find. I'm one of the backers of this. I didn't want to back it, but I'm like, you know what? I will back it up.
Lucky bastard. um speaking of which, Joker, since our good buddy is not here, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to go out.
This
Oh,
is
I
kind of
love
like
that.
the introduction. So this is like the manual, but you also kind of get like a brief, like this is what's happening within the D&D style of games. So it also teaches you how to play the game. So here's some panels from it. So I bet you're going, dude, this is so sick. It kind of is. I have yet
Yeah.
to play this because I do not know how to play D&D, but I think one of these years, I think I will just be like, I want to see if I can get some friends so we can actually play this in. Hold on, I know I'm in the back. Wait, hold on a second. I know my name's in here somewhere because I know there was a big list of all of us who were in here because there was a congratulations to all the
Yeah,
backers.
you did
Here it is. Here it
you
is. Here
did
it is. I am. Where am I? I think I'm the only one with the AKA in the name because I did both though. Oh my god. Okay, but you keep talking. I'm gonna try to see if I can find myself. Oh wait,
uh
here I am.
oh,
Here I am.
oh.
Right down over here. So there I am, right there.
Hey, look
So
at
I'm in.
that. Look
So I
at
am
that.
immortalized. I'm in a little bit, but there are some backers who went to the higher tier possible. Some of them, even when they pass away, they're in the D&D game forever. Some of them are the creatures we will fight. So that is so cool. That was wonderful of them, the creators and everything. So, I mean, this thing is huge. This thing is like, it's massive. So that's why I don't bring it out quite as often. I'm like, because it's has a lot of moving parts, and this is why some of the stuff it's just not coming out because I don't want to touch a damn thing about this. And he's going like, "What? You're right. Don't bring it out as often. It's too many parts, and I don't want to lose anything." Apparently, there was some stuff that were meant to be shipped, but it's like I kind of responded back like, "No, I don't think I had that." They're like, "No, you were supposed to have it, but it didn't quite ship, or didn't quite get made, so that's why they partial refund." So this is just it's massive. There's also math that goes along with this. I think that's I think it's elsewhere, so I don't know where it is, but this is so cool. And then someone's gonna be like, "How much is that?" It cost me a fair penny, but it's like, hey, I thought this was a game at first. Turned out to be a game, but an actual board game for D&D fanatics. So, but that's just another way that when you branch out like that, it's a big risk and a big gamble. And I thought it was pretty cool. So, kind of one of the lucky few to have this big boy. So,
Oh, yes, indeed. And it would be awesome. Uh, it's so cool how that came together. Speaking of which, one of our good friends is not here. We love him to pieces, but just a reminder, everybody. Um, be sure be sure to check out Screecher 4 and Owls, and be sure to check out Screecher 4 by our good friend Phoenix. I
And to
he's not
check out Vaughn's work as well.
and yes, we love our friend to pieces. He's a wonderful comic creator in the indie scene and deserves all the praise. Um I know he's not here right now, but Phoenix, if you see this or someone references you to this, you're welcome because we got you, buddy. We got you. I figure I throw that out there while we have the chance to do so because I don't want to be rude and forget about him. Um, let's see. We have a lot of games coming out though. We do aside from the Lady Death because that one was really cool. Um, apparently we got apparently a game called Unforgiven is coming out by Angry Demon Studio. Unfortunately, I cannot show the video. However, just think of it like oh crap.
That's
Um,
it. Yeah.
think of it's like a think of Sunset Overdrive, Devil May Cry, Lollipop Chainsaw, and Doom all in one. Oh, how's that one too? Um, it's a really fun. It looks like a really fun game, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just hoping that. Damn it! I hate it when a video audio plays. I gotta figure out a way to make that not happen. But I cannot wait to see what else is going to come out. Also, we have let's see. We also got uh
There was a
let's
lot I did send him, so this is
yes,
kind of our way to get.
yeah.
So this is our way for all the indie creators out there that we here at Knightcast will give you a bit of a big boost. Even if one person will check you out, hey, that makes us happy. That'll make us happy. It's spreading the good word, people. That's at the end of the day. We want to spread.
This one caught my attention, Joker. This one caught my attention. It's called Retrieve Odyssey, and it's by next it's by oh I forget
It is.
I forget who it's by, but this looked really cool, and I like the based on what I saw in the trailer in this video. I was getting mad vibes of the past games, like
All the
with
classic platformers out there.
yeah, and the world is beautiful. I like this. I like how vibrant the world looks, how open it looks, and there we go. There's the bigger screenshot. I know it's a bit bad right now, but look at all of that. The draw
Once you see
distance.
them moving like on the water or just jumping, this gives you the vibe a little bit of Sunset Overdrive, a little bit the classic 2D and 3D platformers. Most of the 3D of side of things like this could something easily been on the Nintendo Wii for all I was concerned about. Could have been something on the PS2, but this kind of gives you that classic vibe of we're going back to platformers, and that's really cool out there. So I'm like, damn, that's cool. I'm all about bringing back
You're not wrong, Bullet. You're not
Right.
wrong. It does. It does, but in all the right places. In all the right places, that's what it looks like. Let's see. We got let's see. We also got yeah, and Joker's not wrong. He sent me a ton of stuff, so I'm
I
like,
did send him a ton, so I'm like, he's probably scrambling to be like, hold on, how many did you have sent me? So let me help you with you. So I got a bunch of stuff that's already on my tab.
actually,
So
we have a horror game coming out.
We
Oh,
got several different horror.
you beat me to it. You beat
So
me
this
to it.
one, I figured out that okay, today is Wishlist Wednesday. You have wish. So from Hired Works Games out here, we have listed our Survivor Home or Liminal Point on Steam. It inspired by classics such as Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and apparently has a strong Parasite E vibe too. And already, despite the trailer, being very careful to avoid the legal definition of the copyright, I love classic survival horror. Resident Evil, Silent Hills, you can't beat the OGs of this. But when you look at it a bit closer, it's like, ooh, I like this. I like where it's going to go. And it's like, yes, give me that survival element. I want to feel fear, that claustrophobic feel of you got to make the shots count. Do you run or do you survive? I'm excited for this. I truly am. You guys, if any horror fans out there that keep saying, I want to go back to some of the classics, Higher Works, you're welcome for the big promotion. And it's also wishlist on Steam right now, so go for it. Get it to your Steam library and go for it. Or it should be on Steam. Comes one of these days to Steam.
Yeah, limited point.
Oh, there it is on Steam. There it is, right
Liminal
there.
Point. I like it. I am very excited
And I like
for.
this shot right here, just being very careful. Look at that. Look at that. That cool shot. Money shot.
Oh.
Like, what's up with her? He's gonna tell us later, but hey, buddy, we're gonna promote you, pal. We're gonna promote you.
Yeah, we're gonna promote you, buddy. We're gonna promote you. We got
When
you.
your game comes out, I think I might play it.
Yeah, because
I am trying to get some stuff on my PC. I'm trying to upgrade my PC a bit. I see some parts at Walmart that are very much cheap right now. And I'm like, yeah, I could go for that. Update the graphics card, get the CPU, upgrade it as well, the RAM. So I'm getting set. I'm getting ready now. Now, for all the indie guys out there for Twitch and Steam and everything, they do like to say my game is obviously inspired by Anubis, Zone of the Enders, Devil May Cry, My Hero Academia, Zenless Zone Zero, Gravity Rush, Dragon Ball, and I can't pronounce his last name, but that sounds
Precure.
And lo and behold, without trying to avoid some stuff, but some of the stuff looks cool as hell. And I see Gravity Rush in here. Like, this is obviously a Dragon Ball reference right then and there.
Yeah, I see it.
So this looks cool and everything. I will check it out. So it looks pretty cool. So I'm like, and I do like that there's a Discord at least, and I do like when you see the full splash shot. I'm like, yeah, you can definitely see the My Hero vibes and the Zenless Zone Zeros with the character design. So I'm like, all right, I'm sold. So kind of like, let's go for it. I'll be fine with that. So that looks cool. And probably some of the other games now this one gets my attention right away because I'm full-blown Leonardo DiCaprio for this game. Deadline Express is a first-person elevator horror set aboard the last human train. So David K, buddy, if you're out there, we the Knights Table support you as well, because nonlinear explanation, unique narrative card mechanics, immersive and evocative Lovecraftian story, no hand holding. I'm sold. And look at one of the shots I got to pause at the right moment for this darn trailer. Look at that.
Oh.
Like, what's up with the cards?
Yeah, what is up with the cards?
So I'm going to give you a boost again because this is my reply down here somewhere. I said, you have my curiosity. You have my attention.
Yeah, such a good movie. Such a good movie.
I love that line. I love it became a meme. I love that it became a meme too as well.
Yes, it's too big of a quote to not ignore.
What's going on here?
What's going on with him? I'm getting Doom 3 vibes. because when they started going crazy during the demon attack, that they're like holding their heads and everything. So that's a nice Doom 3 reference.
Yeah, and probably because I'm always trying to be careful with stuff that maybe doesn't quite have.
I see a Metro reference. A Metro, the tunnel, the light tunnel, Metro, Metro. Um,
So shout out to the creator of David Carpenter, can't pronounce that, but so well done, good sir. You have earned our respects of the Knightcast. So it's coming to PC, so it is on Steam, so check it out on Steam for Deadline Express. So we say congratulations to all of our indie developers so far that we are shouting out. And if people may or may have a problem with us, we're just shouting you out. We're not going to show the full trailer. Anybody want to check these out? They'll be available on their Twitter. So again, for this one, right here, shout out to WZNK for their game as well. So good luck, and I love spreading the love. That's the whole point of us getting shout outs to these people. Even if one person checks them out, go for it. Spread the love, spread the joy.
Exactly. And plus it also shows how big the indie scene is getting, because we saw it over a few years ago, but now it's exploded to where we have more and more stuff as the AAA industry is literally literally falling like in free fall right now. It's literally it really went off the cliff. That's why me and Joker and everybody are starting to push the other studios and everything. Like, hey, get your thing out there. Show us what you can do. And I will forever love Capcom's old games and everything. I will forever love the classics. However, I'm glad to see fans taking the time to make stuff that they loved and implementing it into the games. It's not exactly a copy. There's a difference between a copy and paste and being inspired by it. There's a mega difference, which is good. It's good to be inspired by something and showing the love and dedication to it of why it was so great. You're taking all the things that made it great and putting it in there and showing the love for it. And and Dead Space. Oh, I love Dead Space. Oh my god, I loved it.
Oh my god, we are both huge Dead Space game fans. I love the remake. I think the remake is as faithful as possible. If they could get it to be, they fixed the darn meteor section. Thank God.
Oh my god, that section. I hated it so much. Even on nightmare difficulty, one hit gone. One hit gone. One hit.
I didn't even try a nightmare, but that darn meteor section was terrible. So here's a few more of the games that.
Tell us.
So again, 2D action game, Telos Journey, and officially announced. This game can be played solo or in 2-player local co-op. So I'm like, okay, so to me, this looks interesting out there. And some of these, they at least have the Steam store. So big shout out from the Steam store by Sendra Pop Games. Am I saying that correctly? Hold on. Let me get the Steam store up here. There we go. There we go. That should help them out. So big shout out to this little company right here. So congratulations. So, and I do like some of the shots that think that this looks cool. Actually, this looks cool out of here. So some of the games that we're trying to find here, being very careful with the copyright system. If anybody does have a problem, please email us. We will fix it for you. So
yes, because remember, indie creators, we're doing this with love, care, and respect because we want to help you get your stuff out there and everything. And we're not asking for anything. We are not asking for anything.
Money, no nothing. If you guys have a problem, let us know. We will fix it for you completely.
because we respect it. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, what's going on with that? I want to know what's going on there. Ooh, I am getting mad.
The ultimate dungeon brawler, revolutionary physic fuel throwdown, where you'll jump, slide, and collide your way to adventure to restore peace to the oasis. An ancient, I'm liking what I'm seeing. So again, big shout out to the publisher 7-Bit and publisher Cult Games. And like, I wish my PC wouldn't keep going forward half the time.
That's okay. We're able to see everything.
So this looks cool. Could it work? Could it fail? But hey, here's the thing: unique, original, cool concept, physics-based brawler. Let's go, man. Let's go. Sign me up. Like, sign us up, right? All right. So here's kind of like the second, and here's like the final one that I kind of saw like that was right away. So
Oh, I am. Oh, this looks like
Eyes of Hellfire is a co-op gothic horror game. Pose the candelabra and, along with your friends, step into the darkened halls of the Hellfire Club.
I'm getting the Evil Within and Outlast vibes.
So big shout out to Game Bernu. I can I pronounce that right? Oh, and it's Blumhouse Games. So, oh my God, Blumhouse. This is one of their games they're working on.
Yep.
Oh my God. So
this looks
is one of the
good.
games they're promoting out the door. I still remember them at, was it Summer Game Fest or was it the VGA that said they were gonna help support indie developers now?
I think
so. Thank you, Blumhouse.
Oh, that is a good. I think it was Summer Game Fest. I think it was Summer Game Fest.
I love this shot. I love this. Look at this. Like, what the hell is this? This is so cool. It's creepy, but I love it. Coming soon to early access. Oh, there we go. Online co-op. I'm curious who out of our little group is most likely to lose a fist fight. Ah, got a little bit of Clue vibe as well. So wonderful. So obviously, I don't in risk of fear of showing so much more. I think that's going to put the end for right now for our Indie Chaos section. So if there's any games out there that you've seen so far right now, especially to these developers, go ahead and support them. We here at Knightcast, we support you. I will probably be keeping an eye on a lot of them because I do like to follow a bunch of them and, even promote their works. Even just finding stuff on Twitter, it's like, damn, this is kind of cool to see. So that's kind of wonderful to see. So what games are you looking forward to, Anime Night, out of the bunch that I showed you so far?
I am definitely looking forward to Retrieve, and I think Tayo's Journey is going to be a wonderful game to keep an eye on, and also Eyes of Hellfire. That's going to be
creepy.
Oh, I can't wait. If you guys, if I thought if I thought Evil Within and everything was creepy,
and it's card based too, so we're no guns, no nothing. It's card based, so it's gonna be creepy.
And then the Liminal Point, it looks really good. I definitely see the love for the classics and everything like Silent Hill and everything. I do see it. I cannot wait. I can't wait to see all these get out and get going and hope for the best. Because you know what, Joker, we need more indie. We need more indie at the Game Awards.
Like we said, we can still support the big AAA, but sometimes they don't take that big risk as they used to. And indie is the way to go. And if you guys are thinking that, well, we're always too hard in AAA, maybe it's the selection bunch out there that tend to be
big Angry Phil.
That like Ubisoft and Sega, they're saying that Once your game is done, please destroy it.
Oh,
This is why Stop Killing Games needs to succeed. I will find that article again, but before we rage at that point, Daniel just bring up a good topic. I hear the Dragon Ball Super is still on hold, and I think it's because there is a right. I I think the sad thing is when Akira passed away, people did try to go after Dragon Ball.
yep.
I don't know if that's still going on or if they're finally figuring things out, but if the manga is still on hold, that's gonna be one thing. I know they did the black. Is the Black Frieza arc still going on, or did that finally end? So
I really hope. See, that's the problem. That's the sad reality. Um, when when it come when it comes to like impactful deaths like Toriyama, Prince, Robin Williams, and
Michael
so
Jackson.
yeah, there's always gonna be a war going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, and that's why I'm glad that Toriyama had his successor already chosen before he sadly passed away. And so far, my opinion on the dude, I like him so far. He seems to understand Toriyama's request and everything, his vision. We got Dragon Ball Daima. We got that sand that sand. God damn it! I'm trying to remember the name of it. Someone will help me out there. We got that one go out the door and everything. But yes, you are right. The rights dispute, that is a very scary topic because a lot can go wrong. A lot can go wrong if you don't know what you're doing or have the right people backing you. To me, I feel like as a whole the rights should be with the holders and everything, not like multiple entities. I feel like it should be an agreement license, but then again, my rights now just limited, very limited.
It's that legal mind, like who actually owns it. All right, but take care, Bullet. Take care.
See a bullet.
It is a headache because man, I wish David was here right now. I wish David was here because maybe he might explain it a bit better. But it is that legal battle of who really owns stuff. So it's like you can create it, but who knows? But anyways, there are a few. There I did find a few more anime announcements. So I got a few. So I got a
Ooh,
few for you. So I got a few for you. Well, we did have Anime Expo. Like I said last week, there was apparently people had a lot of fun again. But coming out of the blue, out of nowhere, Agents of the Fourth Season TV anime, animation studio with Mystical Fantasies by Violet Evergarden creator. Set in a world where special humans receive divine powers to control the four seasons of Earth. So, not much is known about this darn anime, just recently announced. And if it's by the darn creator Violet Evergarden, you know it's going to be a damn tearjerker. So it's like, wow, that happened. But let's get on to some of the more bigger elephants in the room.
oh.
First of all, Warner Brothers Japan, they confirmed a bunch of stuff.
Let's see. We got
Well,
you. Woo.
we got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure still, well, we know about that one already. I think they just announced more of the staff who's involved with that. Can't play the trailer for legal reason. But for legal reasons, Netflix is still going full blown in with regular Ragnarok. So this was going to be the fight against the kings now. We got the. So yes, we are So we are doing Thomas. So Thomas Edison is going to be no Nikola Tesla will be fighting. We for the human side. We also got like the leader of China for the one the dynasty. He's going to be fighting as well, along with another person for. So we got 3 big fights going on for this season of Record Ragnarok. So that does also mean that the manga is going to be finished up soon, or unless they do an anime original ending, which I don't think they will, because I think the manga will be ending very soon. They're almost up to those big, huge matches, best of 13 wins. So we're getting closer and closer. The current chapter that I saw right now, I think that the gods are winning and the humans are going to get catching up. So we're almost at that 6-on-6. Last fight is going to take it all. So, but people have said that the manga is really good. Do I wish the anime was better? Yes, absolutely. I saw season 1 and how a little taken back everybody was, including myself, with how lackluster the animation was. Season 2, even though they switched studios, it was a better improvement, but could be a bit more. The second half of season 2, I felt like, all right. They've learned some things. So, and I'm hoping this new season, I think it's still with the same studio, that we do see general improvement on. Now I know the one you're going to be talking about, Blade and Bastard. I don't know what this is about, but we'll learn more about that in the future. But I know what you're going to be stating here. Fist of the North Star. For legal reasons, I'm not going to play the trailer. And if you're saying, is that the one with the CGI animation? Yep. But hold on.
Wow, man, what's up?
What's up, buddy? Get in here. I am going to say this. The CG does not look bad. It looks actually pretty good in a few spots. Will it be cleaned up later? Absolutely. I just don't know who's animating it. That's my main issue with Fist of the North Star. No, it's not Berserk 2016, 2017 animation art style. No. This looks way, way better than that.
Ooh.
CG anime does work, but I just wish maybe they did a different trailer or just announced who's animating it. So I wish things would be better. It's not a very good trailer. I just wished it was better. So we have all these stuff from Warner Brothers Japan coming out in the future. So good luck to all of you. And I know this one's soon because I know Netflix is still posting it. I cannot, for legal reasons, show you this, but we know season 3 is coming for One Punch Man. But happy 10 years anniversary, One Punch Man. It's been 10 years. Wow, 2015. I still remember watching this.
Yeah.
Legally speaking, and just going, wow. So 10 years of One Punch Man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I know it. Oh.
Let's go back to One Punch Man before we show you my favorite anime and manga and my favorite girl.
We're talking about that, Lilith. We're talking about season 3 of One Punch Man.
I do hope things were better over there for JC staff, because I know that was a bit of a struggle with season 2, how that aired. I'm like, ugh, can't blame them, but hopefully things do get better. I don't know where they are for season 3 because I've yet to watch season 2 or even read the manga or even read the online or by one himself. So I do hope for the best. And the 10 years, think about it, 10 years ago, I graduated from high school. That's me. One Punch Man came out when I graduated high school.
I graduated in 2010. I know. I know. Crazy. It's so crazy. Here we are, retired high school degenerates.
And I think this is the time I was getting into anime as well, when I discovered Berserk, and a few good others. So like this was coming out at that right time for me to get into all this wonderful content over there. Speaking of which, content Studio Mappa had their panel, and it's the Chainsaw Man Res movie. So yay!
Ooh.
Best girl is finally here. And if you're saying, but wait a second, isn't she the bomber lady?
Yeah.
I know, but here's the thing: the way how she's written at first, the way how she gets introduced to Denji, you actually feel like, dude, you don't need Makima. You don't need her. Like, look at this girl. She's very pretty. If I can even show this off at all, probably not. If I can find a pretty shot of her, here's the only one you can show right there. Very pretty. She's very much the rule breaker that she was with Denji. She's everything you kind of want a girl and not want the girl. But at the same time, it's like, okay, what's the twist? We know the twist is coming. She's a demon. Of course she is. Of course she's a demon. And she is voiced, at least on the English side of things, of the whole. Uh, at
Ooh.
least on the English side of things and Japanese side of things, she's voiced by Rina Uda. This wonderful lady over here on the English side of things.
Ooh. Yes. Nice.
And she's very good. Oh, there you go. There you go, Demon Slayer fans. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. And the Like a Dragon fans. There you go. There you go. What else we got here? Ooh, blue box. Holy shit.
Ooh.
What else she got? Oh, there you go. Nice. Nice. What else? Again, still there you go, Demon Slayer. Oh, her. Nice. But also on the English side of things, it's Alexis Tipton voicing my favorite character. She gets all my waifus. She literally has almost every single one of my freaking waifus. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. She's got both.
She's like the She's like the waifu queen right now.
She's like the waifu magnet. Literally, almost any anime you can think about. I'm like, okay, she's got number one, which is Mocha from Rosario Vampire, Kurumi from Data Live, Riz from Chainsaw Man. She's also in oh my god, Fire Force, Assistant Iris, probably the second one next to Maki, and so much more. Like, dude, she's like freaking everywhere. She gets around a lot too. Also, she voices in Dragon Ball on the Ocean Dove side of things. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 is coming. Mappa, pay your damn animators. Pay them. It's not just Mappa, it's everybody. West Eastern Company Animations. Pay them. Pay them. For how Mappa treated their animators for Jujutsu Kaisen and not Chainsaw and so many others, pay them. We've heard the stories, the horror stories that came from Mappa. Tired working days, long hours, barely coming home. I've seen the animators with those bangs from the Japanese reaction channels from when Attack on Titan the final season was even being animated. Oh, nightmares. So Mappa, pay them. I'm with you, Lilith. Where's my Dotoro?
Yes.
I'm with you. Where is it?
Where?
Who do I have to pay, Netflix? Who do I have to pay?
Where do we make the money to? Who do we make the check out to?
What's going
Netflix.
to happen with Kaiman? Like, I need to know because the final volume is out of stock or something again.
Hey, and Terminator Forge.
20th anniversary industry panel. Again, they show off solo. This is obviously solo leveling. They showed off a bit. You know, this is black. This is the. How do you say this? Licorice Recoil that even Hideo Kojima likes. That was on Toonami that I got to watch. This one, I don't know what this is, but looks cool.
Eisenflegel. I
I
think
mean, this
that's
could be it.
I. Oh
And
yeah, you're
obviously, of
not
course,
wrong.
Sword Art Online. Yay, Sword Art. Yay. Yay for Sword Art.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Sword Art Online has gotten better over the years, so I'll give my flowers. Reki Kawahara, he kind of redeemed himself in my eyes. So good job, Reki. Good job. Obviously,
And
we don't need to talk about the Demon Slayer movie, so let's move on.
because we
Aniplex
already.
20th anniversary, some more stuff. Obviously, them, working with Full Metal Alchemist, and of
Oh,
course,
it's the
Cyberpunk
20th
Edge Runners.
anniversary.
Yep, big anniversary to
Wow.
everybody.
Wow.
And of course, our good friend, the Killer Critic, his favorite anime, Kill la Kill. So big anniversary to a lot of studios. Bleach, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the final part to Bleach. The end is here. The final arc, so the final of the Thousand Bloody Year War arc. This is it for all the Bleach fans that are still with us to this day. We've made it to the end. And for our
Yeah.
brothers and sisters for Bleach, who have sadly passed away before they could see this end, it's finally here. I mean, think about it. All those years ago, watching the show being animated, all the filler arcs, all the canon stuff, you're thinking they're finally going to do it. Thousand Bloody Year War arc. Nope, we're going to hold off until the manga's finished and we get back to it. The years go by. There's no even word of Bleach. No Bleach, no nothing. Maybe some stuff here and there, but no Bleach. Until it happened. The signs were there, Studio Peer Out, they're changing the stuff around a bit, and now Ichigo's in the middle on Twitter. There's stuff in Japan that's selling out quickly. There's a live action movie in the works. Something's happening. They're going to announce something. Like, I still remember that day, especially with the voice actors like Johnny and so many others, that they wanted Bleach to come back for such a very a long time. And something about one of the artists still drawing, he's drawing the characters of Bleach, and it's yeah, he still got it. And then on that fateful day, on December 18th, 2021, that trailer drops, and it's Thousand Bloody War arcs, we're finally going there. Yeah, so yeah, I think this was worth the wait. This is long worth the wait, and to the Bleach fans, be happy. You're finally getting the conclusion that you need. Oh, favorite Bleach character.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Clearly, I like me clearly. Oh,
He loves
wrong one.
Rangiku.
Wrong one. Rangiku and Yoriichi.
I definitely love Chad because one of the few Spanish characters we get to see animated. So awesome. It's half Japanese, half Spanish. Awesome. Thank you. Kubo. Obviously, Ichigo's my boy. I do love Rang. Who's the character? Thank you.
Rangiku.
Rang,
I call her
no,
Giku for short, just to
no,
keep
no,
it.
no, no, not no. But Benny, what's his name? Benny Mar.
Benny. Oh fuck.
Oh, okay. It's on the tip of my tongue. The one that he fights, that Vic Mignogna's character is hey, which one of you is the strongest? I am.
Oh.
Okay, my captain's coming after you. Because he has the pink hair girl with him. So.
Oh damn it. It's on the tip of my tongue. God, I visualize that scene. I'm visualizing that scene. Oh Jesus Christ, this is gonna bother me. Oh fucking hell. Well, if you're in the chat, please help us here, please.
No, the one
Please.
with the eye patch, or missing the eye patch, with the scar on his face.
Oh, it's Kenpachi.
Thank you, Kenpachi.
Kenpachi. Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
because he's voiced by the guy who's Master Jiraiya and the Dragon for Dragon's Dogma. He gets around. He's got that range. So it's finally ending. So let's go. The final season for My Hero Academia is finally on the horizon. Dude, I remember My Hero. You had to be there for the early My Hero days, actually. It was a different time, man. It was a different time. So thank you. Yeah, Kenpachi's my favorite. Ichigo, Rangiku, Chad. I love the Bleach characters. They're so cool. So the final season of My Hero is coming out. So I think this is interesting enough to say it's worth the wait. And finally getting here was a struggle, it was a journey, but half the fun of the destination is the journey. We saw Deku go literally from zero, a kid with no power, no quirks, to him finally becoming the hero that he's meant to be. This battle is going to be cool, whether you like it or not, and it's nice to see it finally come to an end. So, wonderful, wonderful to all these people. What the hell is that? I don't know that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stop with that right then and there.
Our internets hate us, Joker. Our internets hate us.
To me trying to avoid the dreadful.
Oh, go ahead.
YouTube copyright system bots right there. So I'm like, nope, I have no idea what that is. But to kind of close it out with the big announcements, how about one? Oh God, obviously you got to go with my boy Deku. I love Deku. I used to hate him, but I love him now. So,
I like Suyu. I like
Midnight.
I like Rumi.
Midoriya. I love it. Love Midoriya. Thank you, Midoriya.
Mitsuki Bakuno. Baku's mom.
And Demir. Demir's freaking awesome, man. You hate him, you love to hate him, but he's awesome.
Let's see what we have here.
We all knew was coming. Cyberpunk Endriders 2 is in production. New standalone 10-episode story from the world of Cyberpunk 2077. A raw chronicle of redemption and revenge. When the world is blinded by spectacle, what extremes do you have to make your story matter? Poster artwork by Ichigo Kano from Studio Trigger. So yes, Trigger's back at it again, folks. And thank you, Netflix and team, for sticking with Studio Trigger. Had this been done by any other studio, I would have been like, ooh, I'm going to be a little nervous. They'll change the art style for sure, but I would have said, I'll give them benefit for the doubt if it's a damn good story. And apparently, this is what some people are saying, at least, the people who did episode 9 of Cyberpunk are the main people for this one. I'm like, that was a brutal episode. That was a sad episode. So, yes. And I love this poster. Look at this poster. Look at it.
Oh my goodness, it looks amazing.
Obviously, this one's going to be our protagonist. And then you see all the different people. There's so many cool things. From the crosshairs to the bullets, obviously the different shots of Night City. And as always,
this is in line with Joker's "Sell Me This Pen."
Like it's sell me. Sell
me the Snickers. Sell me the Snickers. Sell me Snickers.
Oh, by the way, one more thing, folks. If you were hoping out that David's alive and that he's being experimented on, the trailer for this shows the shot of David and it says David is dead. So I'm sorry, fans, if you're hoping he was gonna come back alive. No, and I want to say this: David's story came to a beautiful end. He became the legend of Night City. He took on Adam Smasher while fighting cyber psychosis. That doesn't get any more metal and raw. He saved his freaking girlfriend, even though it should have been Rebecca. I'm with you, Rebecca fans. I'm with you. But you know what? Lucy was still a great choice. And guess what?
Speaking
Lucy get to keep the dream on with David. She got to go to the moon.
speaking of Studio Trigger Joker, we got a new panty and stocking coming.
Oh, it's already out. That's right. Panty and Stocking is already out.
And it's
It's with a new
season 2.
dub.
It's season 2 and a new lineup of cast. Christina V is going to be in it. So
Christina
I
V is
I
Stocking
love
actress.
I
Actually,
love
right
her.
now, it's out right now.
I love her. She was
I love V.
phenomenal, and she did the character. She's doing the character justice. I love it. They still kept everything that made it funny. They still
Who's
kept it.
Panty? You know who's Panty, by the way? The new VA for Panty?
The panty. Do.
I mean, I love Christina V. I love her works. Again, this is another one of those people where if I went to a convention, they were close, but didn't go. So, but now, while he's looking that up, the weird elephant in the room is, or so to say, not really, is people wondering why did they change the dub?
It ties to one person and one person only.
Well, you could say that too as well, but at the same time, some people are saying that, but it's Amazon. It's not like it's Crunchyroll, Funimation. And if Amazon wanted it, they could do it. But they're trying to say, but they didn't. They literally brought back a lot of the old VAs for the final Neon Genesis Evangelion movie, 1.0 plus 3.0, Thrice Upon a Time, where they brought back Spike and a few others.
Okay,
So remember
real quick. I found the voice actress for Panty. It's gonna be Courtney. It's gonna be Courtney Lynn. It's gonna be Courtney Lynn.
Lynn. The name sounds familiar. I'm like, did I see the name somewhere? Courtney Lynn.
Let's see. She starred in Monster High and Scott Pilgrim versus the World. She actually starred in Uzumaki. That the one with the here.
Oh, you mean Spiral?
Yeah, that one.
The one that had the unfortunate timing of being very mishandled production.
Yes. So here's that's Courtney Lynn right there. She was from Monster High, Thelma the Unicorn, Moonrise.
Oh my god, I still need to watch Moonrise, and I was begging Netflix to promote it.
And
Look
then,
at me. Oh, no, I was just saying in general, look at me, and not literally look at me.
I'm actually excited for this Joker. I'm actually
on Amazon Prime. My parents have it, so I'll watch this before I go to work. So
Yeah.
does that. But the big question that people are saying that, like, why did they change the voices? People are going to say, well, you're going to say it's that one individual. But other people are saying that, but well, it's Amazon, it's new dubbing. But at the same time, Amazon was able to bring back the original trio or the original cast as much as possible for the last Evangelion movie, Thrice Upon a Time. So remember that they were able to do that. Netflix was still able to bring back a lot of people from, Black Clover or Black Clover for the movie that Netflix had the streaming rights to. So again, they were still able to do that. Some people from Netflix, when they had Shaman King for the 4Kids dub, they were able to bring back a few familiar VAs that people were like, oh, that was them from so many years ago. Again, and a couple more examples, live action Bleach, they were able to bring back as much as possible for the Bleach cast. Some of them were obviously replaced later on in life, to some who have sadly passed away that could no longer do the voice. And even like Yu Yu Hakusho, they were able to bring back some people to voice to dub over the live action cast. So it's not that hard to do. This could have been a creative decision, being like, we'll go in a different direction. Could have been a license, yes, or it could be people saying that, we don't need it. We'll find new cast.
But the fact of the matter remains, ladies and gentlemen, there was a lot of factors, and plus with the way Funimation handled and all with all the allegations of Funimation, and believe me, this is well documented from all of us in this room. Ask any of us and we'll tell you. And because I trust Studio Trigger more than I did with Funimation. I trust Studio Trigger. They know what they're doing. That Cyberpunk that we just showed 5 minutes ago has my approval as well. I'm very excited. I trust their direction, and I do trust them with panning and stocking. At least they kept what made it good, what made panning and stocking
Because
good.
Kara got back the license all from Gainax and gave them to the rightful owners.
Exactly, and I'm very excited. I hope season 2 does well. I'm all props to Christina V. My thumbs are way up. I hope to see you at a convention soon so I can properly thank you. I didn't get a chance to because I was so busy with everything else, but I need to pay a visit to her. Also, so Joker, what else is on the agenda? Well, where do you want to close off with? What do you want to close off with?
Well, did you find anything else in the meantime? Otherwise, I'm just gonna slightly, because I know Studio Kara was making something, but other small stuff. Obviously, of course, ReZero Season 4 is coming, so yay for ReZero fans, but that won't be till much later in the year 2026. So we still got a ways to go for all those wonderful stuff.
Speaking of which, I can't believe the Minecraft owner, the Minecraft creator.
Let's talk about that, because I said we would bring it up, because it's not just
Apparently,
what Notch said; it's also what's coming out afterwards.
exactly. Because so what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen?
This is all about stop killing games. The biggest update: the petition was successful for reaching over 100%, so over 1 million people. But it doesn't stop there. Where there's support from different studios and different industry veterans. One of them being Notch, of all people.
Yep, Notch of all people, the Minecraft creator came out and tore apart. He tore them apart. Hey guys, just got back to gaming after a brief break. Wait, why is there a Neeple baby doubling down over there? Just verifying that, yes, that's what I was talking about. If buying a game is not a purchase, then pirating it is not theft. Yeah. He's
Notch is
literally
trying to say that it's exactly what we've been stating. It's like, okay, what's going on here? What's the story? Now, Thor over there misspread the entire information, but he doubled down on stuff, saying that I did not. You literally in a video said that I'm going to make it my mission to stop this. But folks, I'm not going to, but I'll give you more context right now. More than ever. Right now.
there we go.
This is what's important right now. And why we need to keep this going. Europe's largest video games lobby spoke out against stop killing games, saying it's making game devs too expensive. The lobby board has members from EA, Ubisoft, Activision, and so basically the people that don't want us to play games.
Exactly.
And here's me.
that meme speaks a whole lot.
Hold on, I know the guy who did this, so I'll find him later. But the thing is about this, take a look at all who's here.
Oh,
And now you're
oh,
gonna go, oh, really them? All
oh,
of them?
wow.
Oh, but
Ye-
I thought Sega's
oh,
still a European company. Sega's still
yes.
Japan. But Sega of Europe? Really Sega of Europe? Really
Yes.
EA? Well, that's no surprising. Epic, Netflix, Roblox, Take Two, it's all of them. Now, why are we saying this? It's about game preservation. Anthem is shutting its doors down next year. And when that happens, goodbye Anthem. I own a copy of Anthem. I should play it, but I don't want to play it. It's shitty. But the servers shouldn't be taken down, should they? It's a big yes and no debatable question. But then why can't we have, stuff that's like for private servers or offline stuff? Why does stuff need to be single player campaign with the online requirement? Multiverse shut down because of their f up in development. It was start off a good game, disappeared, came back, was even terrible than it was originally, but that last patch and update fixed some issues, but it was a game award winner. That's the sad reality. People wanted a good, friendly competition. And yet it went away, came back, and became more corporate. That's the sad thing. Stop killing games. Had this been around a bit sooner, maybe we could still have multiverse to play it around and say, hey, let just the modders take over and let them fix the game for you. And you know what the funny thing is? The people who represent these people, one of them from EA, is the same lady who said they're not loot boxes. They're surprise mechanics. I'm not even joking. It's the same lady.
Yep. And this is pretty much to the surprise of no one. I'm not surprised. Because when you think about it, when you look to see who's on the
Oh, by the way, quick thing. Big shout out to Dano over here for this wonderful meme. He is the gentleman who created the meme, and I said, I'm gonna steal that right there. And he says, as long as you tag me as a creator, you have a deal. And I said, deal. I'm gonna keep using this meme forever. But the thing is about the initiatives of why this is important. We don't want to lose games. Sega and Ubisoft are saying if the online game goes away, you must destroy your copy. If you delete your account for any reason or we delete it for you after no usage, you should destroy your physical copy.
And we're like,
how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
But also, it's them saying you will own nothing. So downloading a game is no longer a license. Buying the physical game with an actual disc, even for the shitty Division game, or the Crew, or any online game people are making. Now you're saying destroy it.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
that's our response. That's our response to them. We're like, we spent. Yeah, we're like, yeah, hey, Ubisoft, you got the hate you got for Assassin's Creed Shadows is very well justified. We all
The
said,
hate for what you're doing to online games, it's one thing
oh, and
if I'm
you know
playing.
what's also egregious? I
You
was
know what?
playing Watch
It's
Dogs.
Notch. No. But the thing about Notch said, so then, if owning isn't having it, then pirating isn't stealing. At this point, it's the pirate life for people, because all these emulators are out there that people can play. It's not. If you're saying we don't own the game, then stealing is fair game.
Mhm.
That's the truth. if these companies, all of them, are going to start saying that you don't own this game, then Square, then let me pirate all of remake.
Exactly.
Ubisoft, let me pirate the next Assassin's Creed game or the other game. Hell, why would I play a Ubisoft game? They used to be great at making games, but now they went
Oh,
full
and
corporation
get
shell.
this, and get this. I did play the Watch Dogs, the first one, and there was a really cool gun, but you need to play online to unlock it.
That's
I'm
the
like,
shitty part of it.
you motherfuckers! I was pissed. I'm like,
It is a
but
cool
the
gun to
gun
get.
is
You got to
so
play online to get it.
sexy. The gun was sexy. It was I think it was an assault rifle. I'm like,
It was an assault rifle. I remember that. I think I have it. I think I still have it actually on the side.
oh, I'm
Still
like,
in the game.
fucking hell.
At the
Yes.
same time, it comes down to this: the ones who do preserve their these online games, at least, are doing the Lord's work. But when you think about it, the thing is about this and why this is important, not just for Europe, but it's also for the USA. Imagine if one day Blizzard finally goes bankrupt after all those years, and they say take down every server now for World of Warcraft. No one's allowed to play it. I know the
The
classic servers.
backlash. The
There
backlash would
already
be
was backlash years ago when a fan said that, "Are you guys ever going to do like old classic servers?" The answer was at first a big no. First, so fans got on that right away until the cease and desist order came, and it's like, all right, shut it down because Blizzard finally did it. The irony in that is right then and there. First, it was a no. Fans do it. Private service, they're not even making a cent off it. I believe so. But then it was like, no, we'll do it now, but pay us this and that for it. Okay? But the thing is about that, when you have all these big companies going, no, they're killing online. No, you kill the online games. Look at Call of Duty Warzone.
or Crash Team Rumble. I love the concept. I love the multiplayer
But it didn't
aspect.
sell well. They say shut down the servers. They say shut it down. It's no good.
Yeah, they had no faith in it, and despite our efforts to play and promote and everything, and guess what? And guess what? I don't know if this rumor is true or not, but it became official. They did cancel Crash Bandicoot 5. And it was gonna have a
Yes, of course they
Spyro.
did.
It was gonna have Spyro and Crash team up. From what I read, based on what I've read, it was gonna have a Spyro and Crash Bandicoot team up, like in the Game Boy Color game, the Game Boy Advance game. Sorry, it would be Crash Bandicoot Orange and Spyro. No, Crash Bandicoot Purple and Spyro Orange at that time. And I and many others, we were so furious because you know what? Here's the excuse. Here's the excuse Activision came with. It's like, duh, the Crash Bandicoot floor didn't make enough sales. That's because we were in a global pandemic, you fucking clowns.
It was in the
Because
pandemic.
because
I mean, as
with
you want.
yes, and I loved Crash Bandicoot 4. I loved it. I was happy with it. It was a beautiful callback to the first three games, and everybody was referenced. Even Twin Sanity and Mind Over Mutant and Crash of the Titans. They were there. I guarantee if I did an entire stream of Crash Bandicoot 4 looking at the references and everything, I can tell you where that came from. But the reason why we push for game preservation, everybody, is because it's a part of history. It's a part of the gaming world. Why do you think the gold edition of The Legend of Zelda is so sought after? Because remember when that came out, people lost their shit. They wanted it. And now seeing this and the online servers, and this is why me and Joker have such a huge problem with live service. Look, the reason why Call of Duty is still going strong is because it's backed by a lot of people. It's backed by a lot of people. Myself and everybody else, we love zombies and we love the campaign. We love the campaign and zombies. Multiplayer, a hit and miss. It depends on the flavor. It depends on the flavor of the person. That's the main thing. That's Activision's cash cow right there. Just like Epic Games.
It's their safest bet because they know it's the money that, as I said last week, that they want you to be their number one customer. That's why you see the flashing lights, the loot boxes, the jingles, you name it. Call of Duty went from being this, it can have its action thriller storyline with the campaign that had some really nice shooting mechanics and a very popular multiplayer game. Hey, you remember the old commercial of the ladies and gentlemen, I shall now quote the famous line. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it. Sometimes my dog sees me doing it with people. So it's safe to say that everyone's doing it. Oh, I got you now, noob. You remember that commercial, the famous commercial of the grandpa sitting in the chair, and he's just saying this over and over. Everyone's doing it. Because he's talking about everyone's doing it. The doing it is playing the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer campaign. People are spraying things everywhere. Some people play domination with people. Again, it's very sexual innuendo. But guess what? That trailer sells. It's a classic. And these days, they won't even bother to do it.
Yep.
That's
we went from the brutal Call of Duty World at War to the MW2 lobbies to the Black Ops 2 lobbies to the Black Ops 2 lobbies. We still had them. Because
Black Ops 2, they added the feature multiplayer. When you killed somebody, you could hear their mic, and it was like, I was like, whoa, that was weird. And when I died, you would hear the woof, or you look. It was awesome.
Oh my god! The amount of stuff I heard. Holy fuck! I'm like, wow, you're really creative. But for the sake of everything, if we were on Rumble right now, we could say it, but we're on YouTube, so we're trying here. We're really trying here, folks. We're really trying.
But at the same time, is what I said when I said Call of Duty's dead to me. The franchise has been dead for me for quite some time now. The last one above was good old Cold War.
I retired.
I think the last official one that I bought physically was Black Ops 3, and then that was it.
Yep.
Cold War was digital.
Yep.
But beyond that, I just kept saying this. It's dead.
Though
for Black Ops, American Dad, Nicki Minaj, you name it. Yep. And I said, this is not the Call of Duty I remember. Or should we quote the Acme? Grips, camos on grips, really grips, the stuff you're not even going to see, really?
Or that $80 or that remember that Kong melee weapon, that $80 melee weapon.
You don't have to like him, remember. But he was right. When Activision was selling you junk for no apparent reason, we're using the skin, we're using animation for kill moves again. This is not the Call of Duty I remember. Why? It's the Fortnite trend. When people saw Fortnite being popular, dominating, it's like, you want that money. You want a little bit of that pie.
And now we got American Dad. I mean, I love American Dad. Don't get me wrong. I love Roger. I love Stan. I will admit that right now. But looking at it last week, it's like, this is supposed to be in Fortnite. I think someone messed up. But you're not wrong, Joker, because I did love Cold War. I love Cold War. I loved Black Ops 4. I did love that one because of the hacker and Blackout. Blackout was a lot of fun. I had fun with that one. Blackout was fun. I liked it. But Cold War, I played a little of Van Garbage.
I didn't bother Vanguard. I saw the trailer and I was like, I knew
I will tell you, Joker, it was way worse. The trailers
even
did.
when I saw the Academy Award winner cinematographer Hoyte van Hoytema, I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing in a Call of Duty game? Okay, so you're the cinematographer this time around, along with the visual consultant. Okay, I can see your style work in a Call of Duty game, but
I love him. I love him, but
he's
this
a
was
great
not his.
cinematographer. Like, holy shit, Dunkirk was amazing to see on the screen that I saw it.
With all due respect to the man, we love the man and his work and everything. We're not going to deny that. This was not his thing. This was not his game. This was not his moment right here.
If he was with Kojima, do the things they could do. Oh,
see, now that's more his style. That is more him right there. I would have put him with that, but like, no, we're gonna put you somewhere better. Because and Vanguard was the final straw with me. It was the final straw. I'm like, I'm done.
To me, it was Infinite Warfare, or as I like to call it, Infinite Copy and Paste.
I retired. I told Fatal. How many times I've told Fatal? I mean, Fatal. I am retired. I am retired. I am done. I can't do it anymore. I mean, I will do it for zombies. I'll do it for zombies, but after that, no more for me. I am done. Because with all the stuff all of the stuff I've been hearing of what I've heard and everything, I'm like, I am not going into multiplayer. Fuck that. No, I am done. My days are behind me, and I admit that my days are behind me. I'm having way more fun playing Simpsons Hit and Run, and
I'm having more fun playing Marvel Rivals. All the
yes,
things I'm doing.
And Fortnite. Surprisingly, with Fortnite, I run with a good group, and I'm happy. I'm happy as can be, and that's a big step up from because with Call of Duty. Because with Call of Duty, I was depressed. Like I was very depressed, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I am killing my mentality and and everything. With Fortnite, with my friends and everything, I am having way more fun, and I feel better up here. And with Marvel Rivals that I recently started playing, it's a lot of fun, and that's what I love about it. We may rag on live service and everything, but there are good moments in live service. There are good moments that do deserve the praise, that do deserve it, and I will leave it at that. But Joker, what else should we talk about real quick?
I think that's all I really want to talk about, really. So throughout this stuff, but I got some mystery bags, some pins and a couple of them. I'm like, kind of like whatever, but they're fun to pull out. You never know what you're gonna get, but I got Cobra Commander for this one. Retreat! I thought that was cool. Like, yes, I got Cobra Commander. That made this pack worth it. The stickers in there, and they weren't that great, but this other one I actually liked a lot better because I got this little guy from, I think I know where he's from. I can't quite figure out, so I'm like, ooh, that's nice. And the stickers here were just a little bit better because I saw two of them that you might like. This one was alright-ish. I'm like, okay, I can deal with that, and I can deal with this one. But then suddenly I was like, yes.
Yes, Pyramid Head.
So I got a good pull on the last one. So I was like, yes. That's cool. That's going on the wallet. Other than that, that's really all I have for everybody tonight here for Knightcast. There was some good stuff here and there. And there's some fun. And there was a lot of fun that we had. So I am still waiting for my convention later on the year to happen. So there's that. Oh, wait, there's one quick one we can talk about.
Oh, yes.
Away.
Yeah, I got you.
The early reviews are in for Superman.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about that because
I think I knew it was going to divide people, but to me, the reception is far more positive. I'm like, okay, good. And some that were saying that, it's not for everybody, but I think the word they're saying is coming back saying that it's still fun. It's a comic booky film. It's a comic book film. So you're saying this is finally as an actual comic book, like comic book comic-y. Like 2000 comic book comic-y before we got too serious.
but here's the thing though, the
Rob liked
skeptical.
it. Rob liked it. People on YouTube that should not be mentioned said even they liked it. Other people, like the big one, like from the Amy Joe show, here's the thing. He said he still liked it, but the thing he said this that took me by surprise in a good way. He said there's two sides of me. There's the fan inside of me and the critic side of me. And it's like, well, you're absolutely right. You can have that. The critic side, you can still criticize the hell out of this film. But the fan side of you just can't help but smile all the time. Like, this is it. We're going back to the roots to have fun again.
Exactly.
And here's the thing, of course, people have said that some people want this film to fail, and that's why you saw those early headlines. And I'm like, oh, come on, just give it a chance. And that's the word I think people are saying. Give it a chance. You don't have to see the movie multiple times, like those people who saw Endgame over 100 times, that they could easily be seeing an indie film 100 times over. Just saying. So that's the thing. Give it a chance. And you know what? Come Friday, I'm giving it a fair chance. I am still cautious as all hell because anything could happen. I could have my expectations too high. I could just be not caring a whole lot, but I'm in the right mindset now. Now that I've seen the early first impressions, and it's still positive. Is James Gunn for everybody? No. But if you like his films, people are saying that you're going to like this a whole lot. If not, maybe not for you. So I'm like, good, we're getting actual discussions and not the stupid. Okay, first off, Snyder fans, it's over. It's done. Like, we got to move on.
Yes.
There's better things I like to talk about instead of having this universe that's never going to come back. Also, why would WB and DC go back to this universe when they knew it failed, when they kind of botched it near the end? There were a couple shining of hopes that they could do it. They could make a good cinematic universe, but they decided not to. Rebooting was the best option. A clean slate, get some new heroes, new directors coming in. I think that's the safest bet.
And here's the thing, though, and you're right about the critic and the fan side, because I do have both as well. The fan side of me, I'm glad we got. I'm glad we got a comic book accurate Lois finally, and then we got Crypto the Super Dog. I love the card.
After so many years.
I love the animated series. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I did like DC Super Pets. Very cute, very funny.
Yes, I could. At first, I'm like, "What the hell is this?" But then when I went back and rewatched it, I'm like, "Why did I not give this enough love? Why did I not give this enough love?"
It's also brave when it's only you and your two friends in the theater, and the turtle drops the F-bomb. What the fuck am I doing? But I laughed so hard.
I love the Lex Luthor that we got in. I like him. I'm excited. I'm pretty. I do hope this film does succeed because I'm hearing like multiple different things. But when you mentioned the early ones, it's because I did see the post, and of course our friend Dash. Shout out to Dash. We love you. I saw his post. He's like, I saw that banter between you two. I was laughing my ass off seeing that banter between you two. I was laughing. I'm like, uh-oh. And Dash is like trying to play the card, and everything like, we did not agree on this. Like,
I made no such agreement. But then I pulled out a card. Unfortunately, I have a signed contract.
Oh my god, that was so much fun to watch. But like we said, ladies and gentlemen, as big of a piece of shit as James Gunn is, go see the go see the movie.
Separate the art from the artist is what I always say. Separate the art from the artist.
I want to see how the performances are from all three of the people.
People are saying
It's
Davey
not
could be
perfect.
Superman.
It is not perfect by
People are
any
saying
means.
he's really good.
It's not perfect though. It's not perfect, and that's okay. We don't want a perfect. If we got a perfect superhero film Joker, we can't criticize it because it's just too perfect.
Again, look at the Dark Knight. How people said that's too perfect. I'm like, you're right. I know it is.
On a technical level, it's good.
You're right. But at the same time, there's still some flaws I see with it. Like Nolan showing the cameraman a few different damn times.
That damn near took me out of it. It damn near took me out of it. I'm
Because
like,
I think,
Nolan, what the hell are you doing?
Well, first, because I didn't see it at first until people pointed out to me, like, really? He shows the cameraman a few too many times? And then I'm like, hold on. But now they keep bringing that up. Every time I watch The Dark Knight, I'm like, oh my god, I can see it now. Or how conveniently the Joker has a school bus ready for the rest of the crowd. I'm like, wait, he's just ready to go, and no one's gonna question that. Like, I know Gotham PD is stupid and all, but you can't be this stupid. Or how he walked off the area with cop cars already that you can see. Nolan, what do you do? You see, when you get to stuff like that, it's like it takes you out of it. Or like M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Love that nickname. I can criticize the hell out of him, but when he's got something good like Split, Glass, what else is there? Knock at the Cabin. I really like him. But then Old, I'm like, yeah, it was fine. It was alright. I don't hate it, but I thought it was enjoyable. But then Trap, a film that I thought this is gonna be good, was just really stupid, dumb luck. The main villain got. It wasn't fun to watch. It had one or two good scenes, one good kill, but the entire film, everybody acted dumb. Like, I thought this was supposed to be Trap at a Taylor Swift concert. I like this idea. But it's just, here, let's go over here. How do you guys not get them?
Right.
Like, again, Shyamalan had a great concept. I'm like, this could work, but it was just ended up being a great concept and just not executed correctly. To think he failed at this one, I'm like, I guess it wasn't meant to be. People hate Michael Bay for all the right reasons. But at the same time, he's admitted, I make movies for boys. Oh, the horror. He's not wrong. Oh, the horror of making a movie for one demographic.
Oh my god.
Again,
oh, how dare you.
But then again, he does shine when it does count. The first two Bad Boy movies, Transformers 1, 3, The Island was pretty good. Ambulance was really great. 13 Hours Benzagi's, this 13 Hours film from Secret Service one, like that really showed his restraint at times where he wasn't all crazy. I'm like, damn, he can do it actually. And now he's directing a movie with Sydney Sweeney. Hell, did you know when WB announced of getting a new Superman film out with Henry Cavill, it was both Matthew Vaughn and Michael Bay as considered candidates? Michael Bay was Superman?
Oh.
Dude! That would have been a huge honor, but it's like, Michael Bay. They wanted Michael Bay for Superman. Well, that would get names.
And the funny thing is, I could see it.
I could see it work and then not work. But also, this would have been cool for the flying sequence alone. Because one of Michael Bay's producers, who's executive, who's done like multiple films with Michael, he said like every year when I'm shooting a film with Michael, we always say to ourselves, what is the coolest, latest technology? That's why in Ambulance, Michael Bay has like this mini 8K, like this mini camera on a drone that can shoot in 8K, and that's why it gets some really cool drone shots in Ambulance, or how they're like getting the scenes and the shots. I'm like that's on a mini drone. I'm like, that's kind of cool actually. And you can see this done with 6 Underground, with all the vehicle chases being done by the people themselves until they remote control it, and how some of the flips actually got close to a few people, even though they're in the building. It's like, this is cool stunt work, actually. You're keeping everybody safe, but how close it gets a couple times, it's like, oh, this is sick. It's like Michael Bay still does it practically, folks. Like just like with Christopher Nolan, you don't get cool shit like this for nothing.
Exactly.
And I can still respect him as a director. May not be everybody's favorite, but when you tell me there's a Michael Bay movie in the theater, I will drop everything and go, there's a Michael Bay movie in theaters? Let's go. Same thing with James Gunn. New James Gunn movie in theaters, I will be there. I'm excited for Friday night, and it's the holidays. Well, no, not really, but it's the summer blockbusters. Get ready to see a lot of parents take their kids to see Superman. The dads who grew up with Superman, the moms who grew up with Superman, all the teenagers taking their younger siblings or nephews to Superman. Get ready. I am glad Nicholas Hoult is in this movie because he does look
at the bravado. Look at him, all arrogant and everything. That is Lex Luthor. I am.
And how he's even walking into the Fortress of Solitude. He's like, Superman. He's not a person.
Need next movie role, please. Next movie role.
I know, because the funny thing is,
I'm willing to drop. I am willing to fly a helicopter of cash and just drop it on there. Be like, here's your money. Like
the funny thing is, PlayStation UK, they took that still image, and they were like, "It's time, Agent 47." So, like, I still wonder what this is. I wonder if it is him being rejected by Metamorphos, or him realizing that, oh, I fucked up.
Exactly. But
and that's the thing, we're getting a Superman villain that does fit. Metamorphosis him. Metamorph. Like, I'm like, cool. I haven't seen him in a while, so let's go. And that's the strangest thing with this movie. It's a good divide, but even people you hate are also saying, yeah, I know it's not for everybody, but I still like it.
Oh, was it this one, Joker? See, look at that. He's just like, you know what? It's just an average day in the office for him. It's a day in the office for him.
And it's supposed to be a year 3, Lex, so because Superman's supposed to be in year 3. I know there's a couple things that people do say this or that moment happens that maybe the Supergirl movie will clear up for us. But hey, I'm willing to say this. If it's a good movie, I know it's going to make its money back because they're just up against Jurassic Park and, oh, wait, a movie I never wanted to see starring Pedro Pascal in Fantastic Four. No.
Look. I would go see it just for Galactus, but you know what's so sad, Joker? I am so scared how they're gonna fuck him up. I am so scared because they fucked up MODOK. I will never let that go. I will never let that go.
That's just a dick.
I will never let that go.
Big dick.
Yes, and I will never forgive him for that. I will never forgive. With Galactus, we're dealing with
either, Lilith. There's actually one film that I saw recently. It was The Materialist, actually, with Dakota Fanning, Chris Evans, and Pedro. And the funny thing is, Pedro fit that movie much better than than the new Fantastic Four movie. And The Materialist was not for everybody. It's a fine, it's okay movie, but I'm not going to spend time on it because I'm like, yeah, I saw it.
Also, here's
stuff from all my action stuff that I was watching. Oh, I gotta still say this: that guy playing Mr. Terrific does look terrific. You can't deny that he looks terrific. God, just look at him. He looks terrific.
Joker, you should I probably won't be able to go see Superman given how busy I am currently. But I am willing. But I have an idea for next week. We should do. I know how you are about spoilers and everything, but I would love to hear your thoughts on it without like keeping it balanced. I would love to hear your thoughts on it.
I'll probably like to see it like twice, then the week, Friday, and then let's see one of my friends when they get ready to come back.
But I cannot wait to hear your takes and everything on this movie. I can't
A
wait
lot
to
of
hear.
people are actually, that's the strangest thing. They are
But
kind of want to know, but
all in all, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making Knightcast a wonderful piece of your Wednesday night. We appreciate being here. We love doing this, and we love promoting stuff and getting stuff out there, giving our thoughts and spreading and balancing both the good news and the terrible news and the oh my god, why does that exist news. We love doing this. Me, Joker, and everybody, whoever our panelists who come on here, we appreciate, and everybody in the chat. You guys are what makes Wednesday night more bearable for me, both me and Joker. The day we both had today, we needed this. We really needed this like outlet because we always look forward to it. I love doing it. I cannot wait to do more come next week, and I cannot wait to hear more about what's going on and hear Joker's full thoughts on Superman. Because Joker, I am gonna give that entire floor to you. I'm going to give you the baton and have you speak. You could go as long as you want. You can go as long as you want. And I cannot wait to see what happens. Eagle Rider said that she couldn't make it tonight. She's sick. Our hearts are with you.
it is. It was 4th of July week. A lot of things are going around right now. Even the
Yes.
job, it went from 2
Also,
to 2:45. So I was like,
Also, Phoenix Press, I know you're not here with us in the panel, but we always appreciate you taking the time and everything. And we're happy to promote your stuff and get it out there and make sure people hear about you and make sure that you get recognized because you do deserve it, our dear friend. But we're gonna get out of here, guys. Check out Joker's channel. Check out everybody's channels. Thank you to Lilith, Alchemy, California Forward, Bullet Sounds for the wonderful info and everything, and Daniel's Hot Topic and Impernier Forge, California Forward. Of course, Wild Man. Good luck on Anime Matsuri. Would love to see, can't wait to see the photos. Big Angry Phil for stopping on by. Appreciate that. Sailor Outlaw George for doing first coming on by and saying hello. Everybody on Rumble, everybody on Twitter, thank you again. We are out of here. Take care, guys. Bye.